it's almost like there's always hope. It's almost like we're always able to fight and say kuzolunga. We're always thina sifundiswe more about ukubekezela, and we're always taught to be strong emotionally. Who said that? Tracy. They taught to be physically strong, not mentally and emotionally. You're very right. It's this indodaikali. I mean, if we, like majority of us, grow up knowing ukuthi indodaikali, now Nati be taking on this independent woman indodaikali type of energy, and we're also bottling things up. We're also trying not to cry. We're also now, I don't know what's happening, guys. I really don't know what's happening. Yes, Andiswa, I'm always there for everyone, but who's here for me? That's another feeling that we feel sometimes, guys. We would say, hey man, who's there for me? Someone said, because the whole day, guys, ever since Ngizwile, I was at work in the morning, and then Ngizwim Sebenzini would say, someone hung himself. I'm like, artist, I was like, what? Angmaz, I've never met him, but obviously Siamaz through social media and his work. Went on social media, everyone's posting. And it was just, when you feel like your world is collapsing, you feel like it's a trigger, and you feel like, I've had those thoughts before, but how did I get out of them? Rick, you also could have, it just, a lot of things, it just triggers a lot. You're like, no, bruh, no, dude, no. And then my whole day was just very, like, I was just going through depression stuff, and weird enough, I had almost an anxiety attack at work this morning before I heard anything. Getting anxiety from what, I was having a chilled, fine day or morning, but then my heart was just beating out of control, where you can hear it, you don't have to even place your hand. So then I'm busy medic, and I'm like, my heart is doing this, what can I take? And then what did you just sugar water, and then I'll calm down. I'm like, okay, do you know what it is? No, it normally happens. I'm like, okay, cool. So now even that was a trigger. Even that, I'm like, what if I have anxiety? What if I'm depressed and I don't know? What if it's this and that? Because we never know. That's how I'm like with people that want to commit suicide. They don't even, it doesn't last long. Like, konaba depression for long, and they don't kill themselves. They get out of it. Maybe you guys are right. It is like a disease. It is a thing where you feel like, it's an illness. It's like a disease where you live with it for long until it kills you. When I was listening to Joyner Lucas in a song, Naya Shuguti, I was suicidal since the age I was 9, something like that. And I'm like, since he was 9, 9 wasn't a suicide. But when I think of the young kids, men, like the little boys, the male boys that I've come across, or that are in my life, from my little brother to my friends' kids, I've heard maybe 2 of them talk about killing themselves. Not killing themselves, but like talking about suicide. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, wasn't get suicide doing it? Like, yeah, but I was just very puzzled. I was just very annoyed. I was just like, what do you know about killing yourself? I was just like, no, child, you shouldn't even know about that at this age, And they're all less than 10. They're all like very young. And I'm like, yes. Why is it attacking young boys? And I pray they don't live with it until. And it always attacks you when you're younger, when you're a teenager, when you're younger than your brain developing to say, I'm so matured, so it always catches you when you're younger. When you get a bit older, it's always it's more dangerous then, because then you know you're gonna do it, and you know nothing's gonna stop you, and you just know. Andy Swa, this is Mbalenhle. It hurts when your own mother is the one who's shaming me. Not how families make. Yeah, and you know, I sympathize with, I'll say it, us black people. I'm sorry, I'm not being racist or anything, but ngizwela us black people. I know ukuthi abelungu kade bayibona le disease basheshe by attack, you know, with therapy pills. Mina bengazi nokuthi nama-depression, antidepressant pills or something like that. We didn't know those things. We don't know those things. But us black people, yabo manje mongayitshela umzali wakho, like a family member on a depression or depressed or sad, it's like they just brush it off. Or it's like they just, to them it's like coming to say on a disease abangayazi, and it's like, who confirmed that? Who said it's a thing? It's like they just push you away, brush it away. Not because they don't love you now, but it's because they don't know how to handle or how to deal with it, or because abazi ukuthi we need more shows where we share our stories, where we get out of this, where we, I don't know if sharing stories helps so that we can all relate. Angaz, but we need more shows where we can get inspired so that we heal in some way. Guys, I wish I could read all these comments, because people are opening up and sharing their stories. But that's the thing, we need more of those stories. We need more of that. Of those shows, njalo. Shows where I don't know if I want to say modular. I've tried doing it, where they have shows, but I don't watch it anymore. But they have shows where you open up and you go for counseling, I think. No, man, we need more than that, guys. We need more than that. I need to be able to go to the clinic and know what's being a clinic. Like, you know how hospitals and clinics are everywhere? I need to be able to afford counseling. I need to be able to walk into a clinic. I know there's free counseling apparently somewhere out there, but I need to be able to walk into a clinic or it must be like a spaza shop or a spa. It needs to be like any other shop where you can walk in and go speak and seek for help. There are therapists that actually kill themselves as well, guys. I don't know if you've heard about that, but I've heard of a therapist in Pinetown that committed suicide. I'm like, what? And you feel like they are superhumans now, but they can't kill themselves. So I really don't know anymore. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know. But the more these things happen, it becomes a norm. It becomes like just the other disease. Just becomes like another COVID-19. Becomes another, I wish I say more, the accident isn't this it just becomes another, Andy, so send me a DM, sis. Send me a DM. I don't know, man. One step at a time. I've been to a clinic, Sana, people stigmatize people. That's the thing. You want to go to a clinic, you want to go to someone who's a kulumana. That's another thing, guys. Like, we don't trust each other. You'd want to go to a beautiful example. Who's this? Numbers. It's a pity because I saw Hlomo under depression, but people call it Febe, so how our society judge. That's how much of his society it is judging. Sa astembani, sa jajana, see. Only when it hits you, then you realize it's, oh shucks, this person's going through this. And you know what I always pray for, guys? Understanding. Once you pray for understanding, you never judge someone. Like even when I feel like yo, judge, I just want to judge about my sister, whoever. But because I always pray for wisdom and understanding, I always see another side. I'm like, what if wakhula mhlambe ihlukunyezwa? What if wakhula kunje mazizaka hayi bo kahle you're always thinking out of the box. Umuntu menje unje. It's like, no, you need to try and understand where they're coming from. And as once you open your mind to that, you actually realize it's, oh no, ngempela. I know this be kind thing, they've been saying it a lot. But maybe that's what they mean. To be open-minded, be more understanding, pray for the kind of for wisdom and understanding. So that when someone hurts you and does you wrong, you can vent about it. It's I hate or whatever. But come back to yourself and understand what's shame. What if maybe she's had. Wait, did Andisa request? I don't see a request here. Oh, okay, I see it. What if, yeah, guys.
Hi, Sister Mbalenhle.
Andisa, how are you, my angel?
I'm okay.
Good. It's okay to cry. It's really okay to cry because I think it's part of how our body gets the pain out. Nah?
Yeah. Well, I'll start
You're
to
gonna make me cry. But I'm listening. I'm all ears. We're all
yeah.
listening to you.
So in 2020, I was matriculating.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when it comes to, I'd love to. I don't know how I love you when her name is Mbali, because I have so much resentment
Oh,
towards that woman.
yeah.
So yeah, what happened was Mbali was part of the teenage pregnancy because my big sister, is conceived in teenage pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Nonhlanhla got to grade 12, naye kwaba the same thing with
Mm-hmm.
this man to tell you, I tried so much. Apparently,
Mm-hmm.
I tried so much. I make sure
Mm-hmm.
I made sure ukuthi ngiyaqeda isikole ngiyampasa kahle ngithik wami. Ngaphasa Simbali with a bachelor in distinction in business studies. Did she say congratulations? She didn't. I always say with black parents, they are quick to outline izinto esizenza wrong. But the moment you do the right things, awukwazi wena ukuthi u-acknowledge or ubonge. So the words, I'm proud of you, kade ngafuna lawo magama yet ngiwathola ngaphandle.
Yeah.
And it would have hit different if kuba wuye osho lawo magama. You understand? So last year it was a gap year because okay, Inetam was not that good. So this year I'm in the University of the Free State. Yeah. So the thing that has happened, Wuti Amafanzo and his was released late. You understand? There's no proper lighting. Was that Mutamalight's funds will be released will be released late.
Yeah.
So I texted her so I can buy textbooks or food or things that I need.
Yes.
She literally told me Utimpila can get email for me when she literally had 6K in her account. This man, I had to go outside. It hurts me so much.
Yeah.
I did not know at a personal level, but it hits different. It hit home. Why am I even still alive? Is I still alive?
Yeah. And this one, it's okay to cry. Please do cry. Please do cry. Please do cry.
Every night, But I cry. I cry because I ask
And
myself, "What mom?"
that's the only way you're gonna
Sometimes,
that's the only way you're gonna heal. Because mungakali, it'll build up this anger. Ungazi na uzoyikhiphela laphi. We don't know what's most so angry when zinjani. You might end up drinking, you might end up making decisions that you don't know that will end up will make you end up doing will end you up in a bad position than what you are originally. So please cry as much as possible, as much as you can, and pray, bruh.
I always told my cousin,
Nothing
Wuti,
beats talking.
I'm not.
You don't have to pray guqe ngamadolo ukhulume noGod uthi like come on dude, like come on, you have to do something with what's going on in my life right now. Pray for your mom as well, because what we realize with our black parents, we are the ones that always have to be nice to them. We are the ones that always have to understand ukuthi, oh no ma ukhule kanje. But why bona
Yeah,
understand team ukuthi we need you as well. We don't care what you went through. Sasingekho, you brought me in.
exactly,
We end up having that attitude. But pray for her. Just ukuthi, can I just have at least a calm relationship with us? Understand that. Can
exactly.
you just
Because
let
I was even telling my cousin today, Wuti, you know how you can be so alone, and then more socially. I was telling her, Wuti, mina mangishonile, angifuni anyone who will bring me flowers. I am 19 angikaze ngathola ama-flowers. So why bring me flowers sengishonile? You understand? Why post me sengishonile usho the way you wish heavens had visiting hours or heavens had phone calls when I'm on my phone 24/7 and it does not ring? You understand? Why post me telling people with umkhumbulile now that ngishonile, you wish I was here, you love me, whereas I don't receive those paragraphs in Sapila. Why appreciate people sebeshonile and not besaphila? You
yeah,
understand? So I told myself, Huti, with this thing, everyone is going through something, actually.
yeah.
Yeah, everyone is going through something.
Gosh. And then esikoleni, is there any friends or people that you can talk to or even go for counseling? Counseling sometimes feel like you can't be consistent. Like that's why one
Well,
day and then the next day you
yeah,
skip it. It needs to be like into ujwayele, because then getting someone else's insights, yes, is oh
they
naibona.
say they provide it here on campus, so I still have to ask more about it. To
Okay.
be honest, I need to write. It's all
And it's okay, bruh.
konke kugcwele
Asikho la
emagxilanga.
sonke. We're not okay, bruh. We're not okay. It's things from the past. It's how we grew up. And then Google Guti right now. Namanje usazama awukho right namanje. You're still going through a lot of things. Whether it's relationships, whether it's family love, whether it's friendships, friends don't want you, colleagues.
Exactly.
It can be anything, and then it just gets to you, and then it gets you so sad. And then from being sad, now you're stressing about this. From being stressed about it, it just depresses you. You become so numb to
Mm,
it. You have days where you then break down. You have days where you're like, ebo manj, what's the point? And it hurts the most when it's coming from umzali, bruh. And I understand when you're saying that,
exactly.
Tuti.
It hurts the
It's your
most.
mom. It hurts the most
Even
because
even with
that's when you need. That's who we actually need. Sidinga umuntu ozosivikela
exactly.
athi nje we ngane yami noma u-100 rand nje ngino 100 rand ngicela ukukusendela wona ubone ukuthi wenze njani. That goes a long way. Kunomuntu ozokuphendula ngathi manje ethi ngithathephi mina, or however they respond on that
Yeah.
day.
Mm.
And you're like, bruh,
Even with my biological
I
dad,
understand. Just answer me, kahle, at least so that I sympathize with you.
so I can have proper understanding.
Yes. So manje muzovela ungiphendule ngokuthi nje anginayo. It's gonna cause a lot of guys, and it's so hard to forgive women to have treated you like that for a long time. But please, for your peace, for your sanity, work on that. Work on forgiving her every day. Work on allowing Ombali in your life. Work on ungazuzwa ngisho work on because the teenage pregnant. I'm going to tell you it was teenage pregnancy with her, with your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, nalento yokuthi naye mhlambe society yakhe yayithi shame on you. You fell pregnant with a teenager. Do they know how beautiful it is to have a child? They don't get that beauty. Bona bayibona as no, usiphoxile, ushadile, or whatever the case may
Mm.
be, or whatever ibaphoxayo. But now look at the beautiful children that you have. Look at Your children are at school, they're smart, they're able to learn. Ingane zakho ayikhubazekile. Your kids are like, why can't you look at the beautiful side of it? And when udepressed ukuthi nje wafala pregnant uyi-teenage. So kumele
Exactly.
iqhubeke manje sihlukumeze umhlaba wonke because, oh my gosh, guys, I think these talks need to happen more in our Black communities. Abelungu
Mm.
but I'm not gonna lie. They know where to seek help. They know they need to talk to a friend. Then they'll talk to a friend, siyazi ngabo. Thina even talking to a friend, you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Uzothini again. So we need to these talks need to happen more in Black communities. Black conversations it needs to happen there because ibona aba broken kakhulu. If you go tell your mom about counseling, it's man, and I say we counseling so too.
Ukumosha imali.
Uzophoxa obvious ngenzani counseling because they that broken kwayibona. So fixing ourselves is also necessary. So it's okay, mom, I'm not going to start living my life trying to fix you and your mental health. Let me work on mine and then just pray about your relationship and would say at least maybe understanding. It hurts. It hurts, bruh.
A lot.
And please cry. It's okay to cry. Please seek for help. Pray for the therapist you're gonna go to. Pray for God. Can I find someone who's gonna understand her spiritually, mentally? Yeah, I'll help you. Not someone that's doing it for the fact that usebenze university uzohola. Probably they get paid. Okay, I think her network just went off. But yeah, guys, you need to also still pray. And man, to pray, yo, when I used to hear the word pray from my grandma, you have to now go praying at my door every, or sometimes it's just like, I'm lazy to go down there and pray. Can I just sit here in my bed, look up and just invite God and call him and say, please, sit next to me. Let's talk, my nigga. I used to do that a lot in high school when my sister went to varsity and I was alone. Did that a lot where I'm just like, okay, God, today, what's popping? You know, today, what are we doing this week? What's the plan? Because someone randomly just said, you don't have to pray. I was like, yeah, oh God, you have to like, kneel, go on your knees and pray. And I don't know. You literally call God wherever you are. You just speak. And yeah. I'm like, yeah, nah, it's possible. So also pray for the therapist you're going to. Pray for the therapist you're going to go to. I'm going to pray with therapy. Pray for the therapist. Okay, Andy, so you can DM me and we'll talk more. Good DM. You know, pray for the therapist that you're gonna go to, so that mufika kube lula. Sometimes you go to therapy, you just find it just feels like you're wasting your time, and that feeling from obviously all the great things. So also pray for that and be like, yeah, the therapist whichever therapist I'm gonna get if you're starting the journey with therapy. And let's understand that. Cela understand. Angisize. Akumngani nami ngikwazi ukuthi ngisho sengitefa ngezinto engibonayo ukuthi I can fix myself. Angitshela ukuthi it's okay. Angisize futhi. Males need to start talking more. Labo nje, guys. Gamunye. It's indoda yakho. Yeben. You know, go talk to someone if you don't want to talk to me. I've always been open to my partner talking to me. From high school, actually. From high school, I used to listen to my first boyfriend stories. I used to, till now. I've gotten used to, I've got a cramp now. I've gotten used to, listening and saying it's fine, bruh. We're all going through it. It's fine. We're all going through it. It's okay. We are all going through it. Reminding someone that is very important because you always feel like, nah, it's just me. Why do I deserve it? You know? Let me read some comments. No problem, guys. We should have more of these lives. Uguti, even talking about it gets you in that depressed, dark mood, because you tap into things. You reminded of your own traumas. It triggers things. A lot of things. It's just like, that's why a lot of people don't talk about it. That's why a lot of people don't open up. If it wasn't a dark, heavy topic, if it wasn't evil related, ngabe sikhuluma ngayo every day. Ngabe nje sithi nje namhlanje ngidepressiwe yilokhu nalokhu. We're even scared to use the word depression. Once what someone I'm depressed, you're like, are you okay? And it's like, it's lightly. It's like as we overlook it. Sorry guys, okay, let me try to catch up with reading. Therapy did help me and my son a lot. He's a teenager, and being a single parent made us understand each other better. Prayer and therapy wins. Amen, Dube. Yeah, prayer and therapy. Prayer and therapy. Black parents will tell you can't be depressed while the fridge is full. And we've become so numb to that. We've become so numb to that. Yeah. I mean, I pray for the people that are going through it now, and we all go through it in different ways, guys. It's not money. Please, it's not money. As the person, you can have all the money in the world. Say, dig mad as pig. Look, but it's not money. You can have all the money in the world, but still feel like, okay, that's my time. And then let's raise or whatever. Let me do this now. It's never that. It's the battle of the mind. It's the battle of your traumas, things that you've been through. You can have the most perfect life, and then you're just triggered by your boyfriend dumping you, boyfriend breaking you, never. And you're like, but dude, you had like the perfect life. Right, and it's like, if you do your research and ask about these suicides, it's always like what happened? If you're heard about me the next morning, be like, no way, guys, this thing is, you don't plan it. You don't, when you do it and you know you want to do it, you just do it. And no one stops you, because it's this demon now that's like pushing you. That's like, okay, we're here now. We're here now. And that voice, only God can stop that voice, guys. Only God can stop that voice. Some parents are carrying their childhood traumas. Not even some parents, yes. And that's healing. It's bonus, like healing. And it's like, yes, ma, asiphiki ukuthi yes sontweni. Uthi uNkulunkulu, please help me and my family and stuff. Asiphiki, mom. You can go to church and say, God, please help my family, and it will help you. But we're just saying also talk. We're also just saying, be kind to me. It says ukuthi uya esontweni kodwa mengithi, hey mom, I just need some loving, and you're like, no, go get some loving somewhere else. That doesn't help at all, mom. So please, like, let's find different methods. Help God to help us as well. Ask God ukuthi, God, muya esontweni uyocasha ngalo noma uyothi, God, can I get home today and just have a good relationship with my child? What are you going to church to say or do, mom? You need to leave the house at least not mad at me. Because if you leave the house mad at me, then that means you're just going to church to hide and say, Jesus uNkulunkulu uzongisiza. Yeah, no. Yes. Attention. I mean, depression is attention seeking in a black home. Kutiwa, it's an excuse to be lazy. And they don't see the small things that we do, like locking yourself in the room and wanting to be alone. And it's always the small signs. That's how now all night you just like, okay, I'm feeling camera. So I tried, go be no. But too moody. Yes, guys. Guys, those are facts. No, those are facts. Hiyo ngilimele yini uvela ubone ukuthi amathemba. Guys, we've become so numb to these things. We've become these answers in Russia and Garashlega, because I'm like, that's what every black parent says. It's like, okay, mom. I think you hear your friend saying, you know, my able healer grandla. And then when we take our lives, they get in. Then they're like, oh, I'm gonna demon. Which is maybe could be part of it, mostly part of it. But you're just like, also, mom, I just asked, or dad, guys, let's not exclude dads as well. Nah, but they need to be part of. Hey, I got you. Oh, guys. Guys, thank you for venting also. Like, thank you for opening up and sharing what Abazali say and do to us. How are you depressed if you don't go to sleep on an empty stomach? That's another one. How are you depressed when you get the basics? You have the roof over your head, and so what's depressing you? Yep. Yeah, these comments are heartbreaking, T. I'm also just looking at them like, yo, you should guys listen to Zenze. These things are there. Depression, yeah. On a full school uniform, ne place. Yes. Yeah, but kube ngathi. Guys, it's funny. I don't know. It's funny. That's why I'm like, we need to, these talks, Njalo, need to happen more in our black communities, so that we teach our parents to love us. We teach our parents to, mom, it's okay to be fragile and open up to me. It's okay, mom, to say, depressed. Chaza ukuthini ukuthi i-depressed. Yini i-depressed? Like umuntu akubuza ukuthi angi-understand lo kami. Uzama ukumbreakela down, azama ukufind out ukuthi, oh, kuyinto kanjani? Isifo esinjani? Kuyisifo noma kuyini? Literally, like, it's okay for our parents to say, like, you need depression, because sometimes they also respond like that because they don't know what depression is. They always like, wait, depressed one, like, you know what I mean? It's like saying you have a disease. That's a very big word that they don't understand, and they become more defensive. So sometimes these chats, we need to have them in our black communities, where you're like, ingane mithi depressed, ngisebenzisa leli gama lithi mangikho right, ma lokhu inake lapho, check ne-behavior yayo, because ne-behavior says a lot, I think, about says a lot about the mental state that you're in. So when our parents or friends say after your passing, when you were showing the signs, that's what I'm saying, Guti. These talks need to happen in black communities, guys, wherever you are, wherever you stay. It doesn't cost, because there are like funding places that can fund, where all you're asking for is just like a community talk, and they'll fund that. Funding, but for community talks, wherever you stay, wherever you're from, whether you're sharing your experience, whether just to say, don't fear your parents, don't fear saying, mom, and it's A, B, and C. Don't fear saying, mang we talk, we community talk la, so about black parents that don't listen to, I shouldn't blame me for it, because mess back blame, that's another fight. All we're saying is that it's okay to open up, moms and tands. We want that motherly love. We want everyone to feel like, every child to feel like, I'm loved. those things. Like we sonke guys, we need to do it. Sonke, we need to do it. Hlala nawucabanga ukuthi, yeah, this should be a thing for me to start. Open a foundation, start a talk. Social media is very powerful these days. You know, maybe I'd have 1 million views for a chat like this than to go to a community and talk to small people. So maybe if I speak more on social media, start your own thing where, you know, every Fridays we have therapy talks. Once people hear therapy, they run. They're like, oh, they run. I'm one of them. Once someone's like, you should go for therapy. I'm offering you therapy or whatever. Or my sister's like, go for therapy. Enjoy. Even if all right, no, you're fine. Just go for therapy. So that you figure things that will mess up your calmness or your peace. Then you able to handle it. And I'm like, yeah, not now. Okay. You always want to run away from it. We always want to run away from it. Once you run away from therapy and praying, already development depression. You're lazy to pray when you're depressed. You're lazy to like call for God. You're lazy to do anything. You're always like, why me, God? And then you're done. But no, it should be like a praying, a fighting, a war. It should be, you know. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining and for opening up. Let me just read the comments in. There's Mbalenhle daughter who got diagnosed with clinical depression at 16 and now she's 22, doing well because I took a decision to choose her science, prayer, and I could not be bothered about. And well done, ma, well done. Even if you're a young mom, guys, please take your children to therapy. Tandazi, before you leave, you'll be fine, you'll get help. There's some exercises called bioenergetics. Search on YouTube. It helps to get low sad energies out of your body. It helped me. Oh, okay. Thank you, T. Gratitude. Guys, I hope you all saw that comment. Some exercises called bioenergetics. I'm going to have a look at it. It makes a big difference if you know you're not alone in all of this. Makes it easier to cope with. Oh, my brother, Sean. Yes, bro. And it's like, bro, you hardly talk to me. I don't even know if you're fine. I don't know what you're going through. And because you're male, I always feel like, oh, maybe it's because you're male. You don't want to talk. Maybe you'll find someone else to talk to. Or maybe you're fine. You know, so quite low because to be like, yeah, no. For men, it's like opening up. Why must I open up? So I made this an open chat because, sorry guys, it's not an industry thing. The only time industry people say, as something like that, and made it sound or seem about it's just celebrities or people in the public eye. It's not. I made this chat very open because what Andiswa opened up about Lana guys, it's something that probably anyone could go through. I could go through it. So what I'm in the public eye doesn't mean it's just us that go through it. You know, it's not just us public figures. No, everyone. We're all human beings. Public figure or whatever. No, it's all of us that are going through it. So that's why I made it an open chat, so that people don't say, Benag just like Ubani, Double HP did it, Bani, Patrick Shy did it, and now it's Ricky Rick that did it. No, there are other people also that we don't know that are not in the public eye that do it. So that's why I'm making it a open chat. We're all going through it. What do you think the solutions are? The only difference with us is that a lot of people, because they look up to public figures, assume Muguti, Oh, she's fine. She's happy. She's always happy in pictures and stuff like that, you know. They never think, I'd never think Beyonce's sad, type of thing. It's like, Beyonce, you know, going to be said, oh, how saktanda fethu saktanda tina, please call be said, type of vibe. So if you bring that energy to me, it's pressure, but I'm still going through other underlying things that you don't know about. So it's like, it's always tricky. It's always like, that's why they make it seem like, oh yeah, Smanbano Otumile died, guys. It's a problem. And it's very sad because it's only then noticeable when people in the public eye don't. Kanti public ade yaqala. Sikhula nje thina kuthiwa hawu ubani bani uzihengile. Kuthiwa ukuthi uzihengile. Oh, ubani bani uphuza amaphilisi, ubani bani udla poison. Zingakabi advanced indaba zokuyibulala. Ubani bani wenze lo. Ume phambi kwesitimela samshayisa. It's just a lot of celebrities are now starting to feel like I'm a regular. I can do it too. You know, I don't have to be brave and suffer in this thing of people are looking at me, Bazutina, leave a bad name for my family or whatever. Oh, very confusing, very tiring, very emotionally draining. But thank you for opening up, guys. Speak out to someone. Pray also before you speak out. Uthi lo muntu ozokhuluma naye angizwe uNkulunkulu wami angisize akwazi ukuthi like, you know, sometimes when you speak to someone and they don't know what to do about it and they can't do anything about it, pray for that you find someone who's understand kube ngathi ukusize kube ngathi ukukhokhela school fees leso obustressa ngaso obu-depressed ngaso. You know what I mean? Once you know that you pray for someone that's going to hear you out, listen to you, and you feel like you're talking to God, that's going to be priceless. My aunt spoke to Ricky's aunt. They are friends. He says ever since his father, Sheikh, he has never been the same. Yeah, see, it's a lot of things, man. Yeah, it's a lot of things. Parents are going through the most too, guys, and we're always the ones to always understand, which is fine, but it mustn't also now start depressing us. Ukuthi manje have to be understanding my parents' traumas, you know. Crystal, sleeping is my biggest escape from this world. And then when you wake up, what do you do? Because we do wake up. We do wake up. Pleasure, Mandy. Pleasure, guys. My heart was very heavy. I'm actually feeling a bit better. I feel like I just had a therapy session with y'all as well. Yeah, guys, variety. And also just thank you for loving me. Like, there's this one time, I don't know if I told y'all about it, but I broke down this one time when, it was the end of season 1, and messages just kept coming in, and my appreciation posts, just the love was overwhelming. I just broke down. I'm like, for people to love me this much, and you just wish you could take that love and put it on people that you want, like family or friends or colleagues or whoever's in your circle, or like, and you're like, I wish you actually loved me and appreciated me like this. And you sometimes just wish you loved yourself, like how other people love you and support you. It was overwhelming. Like, you guys truly are genuine, and ngiyabona my message are genuine. Ngiyabona laba bathi nje, oh hi, we love you. I'm like, okay, cool, they just call me fans. And then you just see genuine people that are like, oh Bali, we just want to protect you from this world and this industry. We want to pray for you. I've never had people pray for me so much to go overseas, you know. Probably when God saw all those prayers, I best prepare a little. I'm sure they're writing my role somewhere overseas now, you know. But yeah, we can talk on my DMs, guys, if you truly, truly feel like you need to open up about something. We can talk on my DMs. I can come back on my lives whenever I find time. I know I always promise lives and then I never rock up. But we can, yeah, try and make it work, man. I love y'all too. Yeah, the things we go through that don't even matter. I mean, your age doesn't matter with the things that you go through. You end up feeling like, oh, and you're like, no, actually, I'm not. I'm actually old. I need to grow up, you know. Sam, are you sleeping or are you watching my live? My sister's in the other room watching my live. Gosh. Huh? No, I'm not done yet. I'm still saying bye. My sister is like my biggest therapist. Like everything, you know, having a sibling, guys, is the best thing ever. A sibling that you get along with, that's like your best friend. Best thing ever. That's why I always feel like I don't need to go to therapy because of her. I'm always like, my sister's here, I'll talk to her. You know. Samba Talukukbon. She's sleeping, shame in the other room. Variety, guys. Ooh, I'm feeling much lighter. I'm sure people that joined the video on Sakala heart was so heavy. I'm feeling much better. And that's enjoy my we can't hear Sam respond. Say hi to Sam. Aw, Sam, please hug Mbali for me after the live. Actually, guys, she wrote me a letter, Sam. That's how sweet she is. Let me read the letter to you. To my sis, I couldn't find a pen, so pulling a cookie pen or a marker. But anyway, I wanted to say life is hard, but you've been tougher than it. I am so proud of you, and if you never know where to go or who to speak to in life, God made me for you. Love, Sam. How sweet. How sweet is this? I'm gonna post it on my stories. She made me food and she's just like, hey sis. I'm like, oh. So she really is my therapist. Really, really is. I hope I'm her therapist as well. Because we both talk. Yeah, Sam is the best. Imagine having an older sister like that. We chopped onions here. Yeah, no, I was also like, when I read it, I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna cry. You know, Bella Nami, I'm on the mustn't cry tip. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry. I'm like, no, man, this is sweet. Man. I couldn't cover my onions. Yeah, my sister's very sweet, guys. Let me put her handle here so I can follow her. Sam, what's your handle? Sam, what's your handle? Says Otiga, you don't know my handle. Dude, not you reading that message, that thing. In front of people. Not you reading. How uswe Jane? What's your handle? It's Sam underscore Mavimbe. Oh, got it right. That's her handle, guys. Oh, sweet sisters. So yeah, man, guys, come say hi, Pearl. Backbone at least. Yabo. Na qala lapha depression. Mina njani mengije? Suka. Hey guys. Hey guys. Wait, can you just end it there? End this live. I was sleeping. Yeah. What's your take on depression? Okay, so siqala kwa-Ale
No,
Convo.
kumele siqale
But no, you know what? I said I'll go live again. I'll have chats again.
Yeah, and we'll talk
Just
about
for
it,
people. Yeah.
when I'm fully awake.
Yeah, just for people to. Yeah.
Hey guys,
You already follow her. Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, hey.
And angiyifuni lento yokuthi manje okay, yeah. Kambe ngithini? Ukuthi ngizozongikhohlwa into bengifuna. Angiyifuni lento yokuthi bethi. So I had this open chat with everyone. I'm like, guys, it's not people in the public eye that are depressed or like that are only. Because now social media is making it sound like sebebala everyone that's committed suicide, look at bala only people that are in the public eye. I'm like, what about people that...
Let me just say something.
Yeah. And then Masem, babala those people in the public eye, then they blame fans. Then they blame cyberbullying. Then they blame, and I'm just like, the cyber bullies are not okay, Gwaibona.
Exactly.
The person that has that secret account to bully someone, or approaching an account, they're not okay, Gwaibona. So it really isn't about the public eye.
It's not.
We're all not okay.
There's a video by Lauryn Hill that trends a lot. And Uti, in order to be used by God, you need to really be used. You can't be used for just the beautiful things only.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he'll humiliate you or something bad will happen, so that the world can see that there's something bigger happening to people that are quiet. And usually when the person that's kicking you or humiliating you are the people that are most hurt. So we're all hurt. We all go through things. I was actually listening to you, Uzuti. I hope I'm a therapist as well.
Eh?
I hope I'm a therapist as well.
Yeah.
You are.
Okay, thank you for the confirmation.
No, but we're all hurt and we all go through life and experience things, and we don't handle them the same way. Some people drink alcohol, some people do drugs, some people are just, they sit in their rooms and are sad, some people are mean, some people do this and that, but it's never about manje cyberbullying or whatever it is. Life is intense. And sometimes you don't know.
Live.
So,
yeah, we should do another live.
We'll do another live. Man, Gezile, man,
No. It be silent. The phone is from work.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys will get
another
flu.
live.
Flu on.
I'm just like, it's either we are feeder or you like do one thing.
Okay, fine. Let me just leave. Bye-bye.
Listen, I'm drinking even now. Perfect eyebrows are a thing in this house, ne? Didn't see this is Sam house. Sam about me, now. Okay. Oh. Hello? Yabo? Minang ba? Oh, I was returning a call. It was a missed call. I think it was the wrong number. The boss said for the wrong number, man. Wahambe ngakaqedi. Sam too hamba ngakaqedi. Ubani umdala, Sam umdala. She's my older sister. She's 1 year, a couple of months older than me. Or 1 year. Or, yeah, 1 year, a couple of months. Who's calling you? I actually don't know. Shame. That's the wrong number. Anyways, guys, because I'm not a kulumanan, it just always feels like we're, you know, sabay the wrong number from you. Sound better, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh man. What a day. May his soul rest in peace, guys. Urikirik. Asazi what he was going through, but it's okay. Uhayibo mengusho manje ngekufane nohayibo kaHlomo. uHlomphe lo suke se actor lapho